Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and there's not really much I can say off the bat to get you interested about Shadowland, because I know for a lot of you, you just use your best characters to get through Shadowland, you get as far as you can, and then you just stop. But for those of you that want to go further, for those of you that hope one day Netmarble will make the rewards better and that you will want to push to 50, 60, 70, 80 every single week, I present to you 5 stages soloed by completely garbage tier characters that don't have any uniforms. There's one clear that a character technically has the uniform, but he's not using it. And for this first clear, Jane Foster's a pretty terrible character. Now, I make it look a little bit easier than it should because I have pretty immensely powerful cards, but looking at the build for Jane Foster, I had to make up for my lack of, let's say, build accuracy by giving her what she needed. So if you look at the build, yeah, I'm ranked 3,600, mostly because I had to slap on a whole bunch of 4-star ignore defense, and I had to do that to get her ignore defense all the way up from 40% up to 48%, because she gets, you know, a little bit from the gears, which is mostly the Uru, but she isn't getting any from her ISO 8 set because it's Hawk's Eye, which is my fault, but I didn't want to spend gold on her. And then her custom gear is lightning damage, dodge, and energy beam falls on the head, so I had to compensate for that. But the most important thing for any Shadowland character, even the most garbage ones, if you want to make it work, is max cooldown, and you can see I'm 4.5% overcapped, and almost max ignore defense. Those two things are incredibly important. And then I acknowledge that yes, it'll take you a minute or a minute and a half to do what I did in 30 seconds, because I've got 17,000 energy attack on this poor Jane Foster, and you might only have 13,000 or 14,000, but it's a matter of time. It's not a matter of skill, or it's not really a matter of the character just being better because I'm playing the character. You can do the same things that I do if you play the characters properly, and you make sure that those two stats are as close to max as possible. Let's jump into stage 2. Now this one's going to be a little bit harder because it's a rumble, but we're going to try to get it done. Now why I would be soloing in Shadowland rather than using 3 characters essentially just comes down to the fact that you get bonus rewards after you get to stage 30 in Shadowland. Like once you start playing beyond stage 30, you get bonus rewards for playing with multiple characters. And so rather than getting the small bonus rewards from playing through stages, you know, 1 to 30 with 3 characters, 3 6-star characters, you get, like, you know, some extra dimension debris, some extra, you know, small gear up kits, a 2-star obelisk, a 3-star obelisk, rather than getting that 3-character reward, which is fine if you have, like, you know, unbuilt 6-star characters. But once you have them built, it's much better, I think, to push them beyond 30 and just use them as filler characters, because of the fact that you get those extra coins or those extra Shadowland cookies. And then using those extra Shadowland cookies, you will be able to get, you know, more Shadowland boxes, which can contain CTPs and you know, millions of gold and other rare items that are much more valuable than these items right here, these bonus rewards. Probably the best item here is either a 4-star card, which you have to be incredibly lucky to get, or a 4-star ISO 8, or a 4-star obelisk, or 25,000 gold. That pales in comparison. I mean, I would rather get a CTP once than get these 100 times, unless it was obviously 100 4-star cards, but the chances of that happening are slim to none. Now, I wanted to save this Clea clear for the next stage, for actually stage 4. She can go a lot higher than 5, but I also chose Clea partially because everyone has to build her up to at least 5 stars for the Doctor Strange Epic Quest, so I like showing off what Clea can do, because I think a lot of people build her up just for Doctor Strange, and then they think she's garbage, because she is kind of garbage, yeah, but she's definitely not completely and utterly useless. She's not Fandral level of bad, and so I like showing her off. Also, she's a universal, which means she's much more versatile and generally better for Shadowland than most other types. And, you know, full clarity here, or full clarification, full transparency, she is the one character that is using a CTP on this list of 5. She has a CTP of Transcendence, but she's a good character for Shadowland. She's flexible, she can do female stages, she can do any universal stage, any combat, blast, or speed stage, as long as it's not a villain stage or a male stage. Now we're getting into the more difficult stuff. I was hoping to use Misty Knight, but I don't think Misty Knight is going to be able to take on the visions, but I want to give her a try because she's another character that I personally think is a little underused for Shadowland. She buffs her own damage, and she has use. I mean, she's much, much weaker than Hellstorm and Clea, and the last character I'm going to use, she's probably the second worst character on the list after Jane Foster. She might be the worst, actually, with only one iframe, but you can definitely get things done if you position yourself properly and you essentially force the enemies into this sort of icy, you know, corner of the arena. So we're trying to do that now, but they're making it hard for me. The scary part is going to be coming right at the end, but you can see her damage is definitely nothing to, you know, nothing to make fun of. She definitely has what it takes, and this is honestly how I try to stay sharp. I'm not the best Marvel Future Fight player, but I try to be better than I was, always try to improve, and one of the ways I do that is by constantly trying to use these bad and these underdeveloped characters. Not only does it remind me of where Marvel Future Fight used to be, in terms of, like, these used to be brand new characters. Imagine loading up the game and checking out the patch notes, and you're like, oh man, who's the new character? Oh yeah, it's Misty Knight and Shang-Chi. Now, they were hype at the time, don't get me wrong, but, you know, nowadays these characters would not cut it, and I'm gonna get completely clobbered by these visions, but I just need to lay down this ice, and then maybe we can put these boys to work, freeze them, use our one iframe tactically, use our invincibility tactically, and try to... I just need him to... Come on. Yes, baby! And that's how you do it. That's how you... See? It might take you a few more tries. It's going to take you longer. And in the past, when I had lower cards, when I had weaker cards, I would have to continue trying the stage over and over and over again. But that's not how it is anymore, because I can pull that kind of stuff off. The last thing I want to show you guys is actually, it's going to be hard to show you on this stage specifically because it's a Rumble, but I'm going to try it anyways because I haven't actually tried it on a Rumble, and it's been years since I made this type of video, I think, or years since I featured this in a video. It's the Baron Mordo auto attack. It's one of the most charming things about Baron Mordo, possibly the most charming thing, and it's essentially that, no, this is not going to work. It's not going to work with 3 characters. It'll work with 2. So if we can kill off everybody else and just have 2 enemies here to deal with, we might be able to pull this off. We've got 3 left right now. Just kill this guy here. He's right next to you. Okay, we can pull it off here. Hang on. Maybe we can't pull it off. Maybe we're gonna kill Doctor. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. That makes it harder to. Well. Anyways, you can sort of see it. Basically, they can't attack. If Dr. Octopus had been on the other side and Lash had been on the other side, basically you can just auto attack. It works the best against the Destroyer stage with Baron Mordo. So I would encourage you, even if you have like a 5-star Doctor Baron Mordo, again, just from the Doctor Strange Epic Quest, take your 5-star Baron Mordo, try to use him against the Destroyer stage in Shadowland, even if it takes you 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Hold that auto attack down, use the second skill because it's got the snare and it's got sort of a repositioning ability. It's got a 3-second stun and it sort of like pulls them together. Use Energy Whip, get them together, obviously take the uniform off, and then just spam auto attack, and that will work surprisingly high. I mean, Baron Mordo can solo stages into the 20s, even at tier 1, just based on that one strategy, because you're doing constant damage to them and they're not able to do anything. And it even works with a sub 6-star Baron Mordo as long as you can do enough damage within those 3 minutes. So let me know what you guys think of the low level, no uniform Shadowland clears. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know if you want any sort of other Shadowland content. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. What's this? Bonus content to get the video to 10 minutes? That's right. Now, I haven't played that many times with Hulkling. The first time, honestly, was that one video recently for the Quicksilver World Boss Ultimate, but I think he has what it takes, although you do need to play super strategically and try your best to not use his iframes when his invincibility is up, and then use the invincibility to protect yourself. Oh, I could have also used the physical reduction there, but I think with an invincibility obelisk, 2 iframes, and the physical immunity that he gets, if I don't die here, ooh, protected again. I think he can do it. We're gonna get the stun here on, yeah, oh no, we didn't get the stun. He's got some guard break. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, 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 give me that. Whew, again. Whew, greatly aided by my cards, but that is a combination of iframes, using his physical reduction passive, and using your invincibility obelisk, if you can afford to give him one, even something garbage like what I have on him, and using that to you know, protect him once he drops below 50%. Oh, and it's a CTP of patience. That explains a lot as well. So yeah, a little bit rich, but definitely possible.